What's up, guys? Yes, see, Fears Man is multi-talented. That was me. That was all me. I was talking like the chipmunks. You gotta, like, have it down here in this region, and then you just, whew, out. It takes a lot of coffee. You gotta drink a lot of coffee to talk like the chipmunks. I'm just joking. I was just lip-syncing that whole damn thing. Anyway, it was a nice way to start the stream out. Anyway, audience Fears audience. There we are. Bunging it up, chunging it up, vunging it up, funging it up. Chung, bung, rung, lung, sung, mung, kung, dung. Chung to the bung to the zung to the gung, nung, nung. You guys know the song. All right. Let me open up the chat. Let's get things rolling here. Lots to talk about. Fears is doing 2 live streams tonight. This is kind of like a teaser live stream to get ready for whenever we do the Happy New Year's live stream later on tonight. I'm going to do a little live stream now, get some things out of the way, go eat dinner, and then around 11 o'clock, I'm going to start another live stream. And from 11 till 12, we'll watch the ball drop. We'll sing the Happy New Year's song, and you can celebrate the New Year's Eve with Fears. That's right. And I think the better question is why wouldn't you want to do that? All right. Let me open up the chat here, and we'll get things rolling. So, Happy New Year to everybody right off the bat. Anyway, let me just open the chat. Z-chat, as always. God bless to everybody. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. There we are. All right, the chat's open. So feel free to chat away. All right, there we are. Switching from top chat to live chat. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. We got 4 people watching. And remember, guys, on this show and the next show, the super chats are always flowing. So if you want to give Fears a super chat, go for it. If you don't, that's all right. The super stickers are on. So if you want to give Fears a super sticker, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. And if you want to send Fears fan mail, I promise I will respond. So send Fears that fan mail. And if you want to know how to send Fears fan mail, bada bing, bada boom, send it to this address right here. And if you guys don't have time to copy this down, my P.O. Box address is always in the description of each and every video, guys. It has been. I think the P.O. Box has been open for 3 months now. It's either 3 months or 2 months. I can't remember. Anyway, big shout out to the fans. Today's topics are, I decided to do one more haul. So I got a mini haul for you guys. So a mini haul, just a little one, and then new goals for 2024. So I'm gonna tell you guys some goals, and then Fears Man. I was gonna watch Turtles last night, but I decided at the last waking moment to change my mind, and I watched Hercules with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh my God, this fucking movie is fan-friggin-tastic. I'll be honest though, it's not a perfect 10. So, it's not a perfect 10, but it's almost a perfect 10. So we're going to get into that. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a great year. Mine's been it's been a pretty decent year. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. But for the most part, I'd say the best thing that happened to me all year was getting monetized. You know? The worst thing that happened to me was obviously, the death of my dad. When it becomes the new year, my dad... Speaking of loved ones, I found out today, Grandma Fears is not doing too well. She took a turn for the worse, guys. So I'm really worried about my grandmother. So I would really appreciate everybody that is religious to send the Fears family love, prayers, blessings, concerns. My grandma, they can't really diagnose what is making my grandma, she's slowly but surely withering away. It could be because she's so old. I mean, once she becomes super old like my grandma is, she's almost 90. She's 89 years old, guys. Usually by then the body starts breaking down, so it could be that, but a lot of stuff over the years has happened to my grandma. She's had 2 heart attacks. She's a diabetic. She's had open heart surgery, like way back in the day. But my grandma's a tough cookie, but she's fallen like 5 or 6 times. That's why she lives with my aunt now. So she doesn't fall anymore. But she's been put on hospice for like the last month and a half. And she has a hard time walking. So she's confined to a wheelchair. And now things have gotten worse. Now she has a nurse that visits her at least once a day, according to my aunt, my mom. So a nurse comes to visit. The doctor comes to visit. A nurse comes every day. The doctor comes to check up on her once a week, according to my mom and my aunt. And the hospital brought in a nice, comfy bed. Not that she didn't have a comfy bed, but they brought like a hospital bed so she can rotate up and down and make her more comfortable. So, my mom told me that the doctors gave her 2 weeks to live. So, I hope that isn't the case, but if it is, I may not do any content for, a while, because I would have to call up to my work and say, hey, my grandma passed away. I need some bereavement time. And I promised, I was on the phone today with my mom and my aunt. I said, anything you guys need, you let me know, because my grandmother means a whole lot to me. So I would have to go back to Missouri real quick. And just like how I helped my mom out with my dad's funeral, I would tell my aunt, my mom, whatever you guys need me to help out with Grandma Fears' funeral, you let me know. But I haven't gave up on my grandma yet. Never will, because I never gave up on my dad. So my grandma could prove everybody wrong and outlive the 2 weeks. But they say that she could go any time from now within the next 2 weeks. So I hope that isn't the case. But like I said, everyone that is religious, if you guys could just throw some prayers and some blessings and some good vibes and love and support to the Fears family, I would really appreciate it. And all the people that are not religious, if you could just throw some good vibes towards Grandma Fears, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, so I just told my mom, I said, well, listen, we just got to take it one day at a time, and we'll see how things turn out, so I would really, like how I always miss my I like how I always miss my dad, I would miss my grandmother very much, because my Grandma Fears has been around a lot longer than my British grandma. My British grandma died in 2001, but my mom knew that my British grandma is my mom's mom. My mom knew that my British grandma was going to go, because my British grandma, she smoked a lot. I mean a lot. She smoked a lot. So my British grandma, she knew she was going. But my Grandma Fear, she used to smoke back in the day, but my grandma hasn't smoked in like decades. So I think it's just breaking, my Grandma Fears' body's just breaking down because she's 89 years old. So I'm hoping for the best, though. And I told my mom, I said, well, Mom, I said, if Grandma can go at any time, I said, I'm going to call Grandma every single day. So I talked to my grandma today, and my mom's like, yes, John. She's like, you don't want to not call her and, like, not have a chance to talk to her. I said, yeah. So I said, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to call Grandma every single day and talk to her. And I said, I'll call you, Mom, and my aunt every day for the next 2 weeks, and just keep me updated. My mom and my aunt was on the phone and said, oh, yeah, don't worry, we'll keep you updated. So, yeah. Hey, Pretend Stories, what's up? He says, yo, John, just got an alert. Just wanted to stop in real quick and say Happy New Year's, but I got to pop out of here. It's a celebration, brother. Good night. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you stopping in, Pretend Stories. Pretend Stories, I just wanted to let you know, Adam is a troll, and he's just doing this to piss me off. Adam is not my manager, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that. Adam's just doing that to spite me. He's just doing that to get on my fucking nerves. So I'll let you know who my manager is. Me, John Fears. I don't need a fucking manager. You know what I'm saying? I'll let everybody know when I post my stuff, when I do my lives, when I do my vlogs. He's just doing it to piss me off because he has no compassion at all, Pretend Stories. None of those trolls do. So don't listen to what Adam said, because Adam lives in a fantasy land. He's not my manager. But I appreciate you stopping by. Pretend Stories, and Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. Stay safe out there. If you guys drink responsibly. But yes, Happy New Year's, Pretend Stories. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much, my friend. So cheers to Pretend Stories. Anyway, let's continue on with the show, guys. I just wanted to update you guys about my grandmother. So it's kind of touch and go right now. So for all the people that are religious, like I said, please just send some blessings and some love and some support to Fears, because if my grandma does go within these next 2 weeks, I'm going to miss her a lot. And I really wish no one would have to pass away, you know. It's that part about life is so unfair. So it is what it is, though. But my grandma's lived a long life. I mean, she's 89 years old, so that's a long time to live, you know. My dad didn't even make it to his 80s. My dad made it to 67. So anyway, let's start the official stream now. But I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on, because that was a phone call that I got today. So most of the day was good until I got that phone call. It's 8:30 now. I got that phone call at around 2 or 3. So I was going to do the first stream at around 2 or 3, but I've been on the phone with my mom and my aunt for a while now. So, and then I went to the grocery store and bought some groceries. So that's the reason why the stream is so late. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to go live again at 11 o'clock. So you guys can watch the ball drop, and we'll count down from 11 until 12, and we'll celebrate New Year's together. Anyway, all right. Let's do the haul, shall we? The first thing on the haul, bam! Check this out. 2 foot soldiers with all their weapons. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Look at these guys. I don't know if you guys can see them, but check them out. Check out that. Nice! That's pretty awesome. I don't know where I'm going to put these guys. I'll find a spot for them somewhere, but I'll find a spot. All right. Batman. I'm going to put this guy on the tree. I have a bunch of Batmans on the tree, but I don't have this ornament one. So I'm going to put him on the tree tonight. So yeah. If you guys have not tried this soap out, this soap is really good. I use it to wash my hands and wash my body when I'm in the shower. I love Dr. Squash, but I like the Iron Man one the best. It's one of my faves. And then I had to get a new shower curtain because the other one was getting kind of moldy. Kind of bad. So I got a new shower curtain. Not moldy, but moldy's the wrong word. My shower curtain ripped. So it's getting old. It's getting raggedy. Raggedy is the right word to say, not moldy. Raggedy. So I had to get a new shower curtain. And then I got a new picture frame because I'm gonna put a picture that I like in this frame. So I got a nice 4x6, and I'm either gonna put it stand it like this somewhere on a shelf, or I'm just gonna put it on the wall somewhere. So I haven't decided where yet, but it'll be on there anyway. And then I got this new movie. It's based on a true story. It says, based on a true story, Jesus' Revolution. And I love stories that are based on true events, actual events, true stories. I love all those types of movies. So, plus it's a Christian movie, so I can't wait to watch it and review it for you guys. So, it should be pretty good. So I'll add it to the list of movies over there, because I've got so many to watch. And then I got another St. Patrick's Day shirt. It's Miller time. I do like Miller beer, but I like Coronas better. But I love St. Patrick's Day, so I got myself another shirt. And then I had to get some more batteries. I was trying to. My scale in my bathroom said low battery, and I've been getting back in the gym, and I've been keeping track of the weight I lose. I'm at 188 right now, so I just gotta lose a couple more pounds to get this tummy off me. But I'm officially 188 pounds. I'd love to get down to like either 170 or like 165. 165 for my age, my doctor said that's a normal weight for people your age. But they said anywhere near 165, like 165 to 170, that would be perfect. So I'd love to get back down to that and lose this tummy. So the battery was low in my scale, so I had to get some new batteries. And then I had to get some more nails, and the reason why I got these nails, yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? The reason why I got these nails, I don't know if you guys saw in my vlog and in my streams. The dude said something about it, and he said it was weird, and a bunch of other trolls said it was weird. Fear's just, let me explain the story, so it'll be less weird, and I'll explain why I did this. So, my calendar, and I'll show you guys, my calendar over there kept falling off the fucking wall, right? And we all know fear is patience. I have some patience, but eventually I lose patience, and I was like, God damn it. It kept falling off the fucking wall, right? So I just said, fuck this, and I did a MacGyver, and I just took my fucking calendar, and I just duct taped the shit out of it, and so now it has not left the wall, because I duct taped the fucking bejesus out of it. And then the dude wrote, I don't know if he was trying to troll me. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was. I don't know. I'm not going to spread rumors or lies about the dude. That's what the trolls do. I don't spread rumors. He just said, can anyone explain me why the fuck... He said something to the effect of, can anyone explain to me in the Fears universe why the fuck he duct taped this to the wall? And the answer is, I have a little plastic hanger. And it's so, like, let's say this is the plastic hanger. So here's the hanger, and then on the back it's got this adhesive product that you just stick it on the wall like that. It kept falling off. I guess it didn't have enough stickiness on the back, or it was losing its stickiness, and my calendar must have fell off the wall, like, at least 8 times, at least. Finally, I came home from work, and it was just laying on the kitchen floor, and I was like, fuck this, I'm so fucking over my goddamn calendar. And I went, all right, motherfucker, and I just grabbed the fucking calendar, and I literally said, all right, you motherfucker, pulled out some fucking duct tape, and just duct taped the fucking Christ, and said, don't fucking move, because I'm over it, you know? So, if you look, there's my calendar, and I've duct taped the shit out of it to the wall. And I was being a little lazy, but now I just got a new calendar for the new year. And I'm like, well, I don't want those idiots to troll me anymore about my calendar, because I've heard it a million fucking goddamn times. I'm going to take that one off the wall. And I went to the hardware department. I said, what's the best way to, like, hang up a picture frame? Because apparently these plastic adhesive products are not fucking working. And they said, oh yeah, they said, those plastic ones, they work sometimes, but they said, here's what you do. They said, rip that plastic off. They said, get a nice sturdy nail. They said, nail in the nail about like halfway, and then just hang your fucking calendar on the nail. And I was like, well, that's what I'm going to do, because I've had enough of it. I said, it kept falling off. I said, you promise me if I put a nail in the wall, it will not fall out. He said, yeah, make sure you put the nail in about halfway and just hang the fucking calendar. I said, great. I told the worker there, I said, I'm a YouTube personality, and they just fucking go nuts about my fucking calendar. I don't see it that being that weird. I'm like, it kept falling off, and I was like, well, I'll just fucking temporarily duct tape it to the wall until I find a better option. And then I found a better option, so tonight I'm taking that one off because that calendar's old, and I just bought a new calendar like a few days ago. The new calendar I got, the last one I got was a Star Wars calendar. This one I got a Bob Ross calendar. You know, the old guy from the 80s with the big afro that would do all the paint. Little happy trees. Yes. And the reason why I got that is because me and my grandma, well, one, I love artist, and two, his paintings are fucking amazing, even though He's passed away. His son is still alive, and his son still paints and creates art and shows his dad's artwork off. So those are 2 reasons. 3, I just loved that painting show that he did because me and my grandma used to watch it together all the time. So that's why I got a Bob Ross calendar for 2024. So eventually, I'm gonna hang it up tonight, and then there will never be an issue with the fucking duct taped calendar ever again, and those idiot trolls can finally shut the fuck up about it. Hopefully. So what's up, Tinder Immortal? Happy New Year's. Haven't seen Mrs. Immortal in the chat in quite a while. Tinder, what have you been up to? How's things been going? I forgot where you live. I think you told me you live in California or near California, right? I can't remember. I think you told me it's either Arizona or New Mexico or California or something like that. Because you don't do a lot of Twitch shows anymore, but whenever you did do Twitch shows, I saw mountains in the background. You were exploring like your old high school or something, and I remember seeing mountains in the background, and it looked kind of New Mexico-ish or Arizona-ish. So it's either that or New Mexico or California or something. I know there's a lot of mountains in California. Fears has only been to New Mexico once in his life. I lived in Arizona while I was going to college for 4 years, and then I've only been to California twice with my family. So I know it's one of those. Anyway, but I hope you're doing good, Mrs. Immortal. Happy New Year to you and Pretend Stories and everybody else. All right, that's the haul. All right. On to the next topic. Hercules. Oh my God. If you guys have not seen this movie, where in the hell have you been? This movie's fucking great. Anyway, it's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Not only do I like him as a person, I like him as a wrestler, I like him as an actor. And I watched all the bonus features last night, and he said ever since he was 7 years old, he's always wanted to play Hercules. And I was like, well, that's cool. Yo, thank you for the hearts. I don't know who's doing the hearts, but thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. So, heart it up. Keep those hearts going. Heart it up. Heart it up. Come on, you motherfuckers. Keep the hearts going. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. Thank you for the hearts, though. I appreciate that. That was nice of you. So, it was either Mrs. Immortal or Pretend Stories or somebody else watching that's just watching from the shadows. Some people do that. Some people don't comment and just kind of quiver in the shadows and just, just watch, which is okay. Anyway, I watched the behind the scenes, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said, I was born to play Hercules. He goes, I started working out with my dad when I was 7 or 8 years old. Oh, someone's going nuts to hearts again. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are the best fans a guy could possibly have. I appreciate that. Cheers for the hearts. Now someone's sending some 100%. I don't know why, but that's good. Keep it going. So, and I agree with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Have you seen how this guy works out? I follow him on Twitter, Instagram, his TikTok. He has these amazing cheat meals that he does. Oh my God. He'll work out all week and eat like grapes and berries and like healthy food, and then on the weekends, he just like eats like 45 pancakes in one setting. And I'm like, well, that's good because, you want to do one big epic cheat meal. And these, or sometimes he'll like Instagram, he'll have like 4 pizzas, 4 whole pizzas he'll devour, and then he'll eat some pancakes on top of that. And I'm like, holy shit. So he definitely does the cheat meals. So I've been a big fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for quite a while. But I had never seen his version of Hercules. I've seen all the other versions. Like, remember the television show Hercules that had like 5 or 6 seasons, and then right after Hercules, I'm sorry, not after Hercules, when they were filming Hercules on television, Princess Xena, or whatever her name was, her show was right back to back. So sometimes Xena, the Princess Warrior, would be on Hercules' show, and sometimes Hercules would be on Xena's show. And I've yet to get those 2 television shows, but I used to watch both of those shows with my dad. So we watched them both. But I had never seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's version of it. 9 out of 10. The only reason why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 is, I will admit, as much action there is in this, there are some boring parts to it. There are. But there's only like maybe 3 or 4 scenes that are really fucking boring. The rest of it is pretty much action-packed. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyway. So I've got 2 favorite scenes. There's one scene where this guy has had enough of Hercules. Like, this guy, he's like the villain. And he's like, oh yeah, fuck you, Hercules. You think you're this ultimate fucking, son of Zeus god? Like, well, I'm going to put your fucking skills to the test, motherfucker. And you know how Hercules acts. He's like, yeah. He's like, bring it on, bitch. He's like, you're not going to take me down. I'm fucking Hercules. And the guy's like, oh yeah? You think so? Well, fucking watch this. And then this guy. And in my mind, I'm like, this guy has no fucking chance whatsoever. But I'm like, go ahead, buddy. Try and take down Hercules. This guy starts running. He's got a shield. He's got a fucking, like a knife or a sword or some shit. Just starts running in he's so angry and he's running straight at Hercules. I'm sorry, he's not running. He's on a horse. He's on a horse. My bad. He's on a horse, just galloping, super mad right at Hercules. Hercules is like, yeah, bring it on, bitch. Literally, Hercules starts running towards him. This guy's on a horse galloping at like full speed. Hercules jumps over this rock and then grabs the bottom of the horse, like the flesh in between the horse's 2 legs, at the front and the back. He just grabs him like this and flips the horse like a 360-degree flip. The horse goes flying through the air. The guy goes flying through the air. The horse, breaks its legs. Hercules runs over and kills that guy. And I'm like, holy shit. So, that's scene number 1 that I like. The other scene is someone is finally imprisoned Hercules. So they got him chained up in this disgusting fucking, dungeon prison. I mean, there is, bones everywhere. There's shitty-ass water dripping, from the ceiling, everything. I mean, it's like the worst fucking prison you could possibly be in. And all of a sudden, they bring in Hercules' friends in the prison and said, listen, if you don't do what we say, we're just going to kill you, and we're going to kill all your fucking friends. And Hercules' friend is in another cell besides Hercules. And he just kind of gets Hercules, he goes, now's the time that the hero needs to come out, Hercules. He goes, I don't care if you're the son of Zeus or not. He goes, I don't care if the legends are true. I don't care, if your dad really was the fucking son of, I don't care if your dad was Zeus. I don't care if you just told people a bunch of bullshit stories. He goes, I need the fucking hero to come out right fucking now, and you need to save me. You need to save all your friends. And he's like, now tell me, who are you? And then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he just says, I am Hercules! And he fucking screams at the top of his lungs, rips the fucking chains off the fucking wall, uses the chains to kill the fucking bad guys. Then he rips the chains off of his fucking hands or whatever and takes down the bad guys, and he becomes the great hero that Hercules is. So that's my second favorite scene out of the whole movie. So yeah. But the only reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10 is there are some boring scenes in it. But for the most part, it's a great action movie, despite 3 or 4 boring scenes. Because I'll admit, I can't lie to you guys, because you guys will find out. Fears is a terrible liar. I fell asleep not once last night through it, but twice. So I had to watch it a 3rd time. I started, fell asleep, got up. It was halfway through the movie, so I rewind it, started again, fell asleep again, rewind it, and then finally the 3rd time I got all the way through it. So I only slept through those boring scenes, but I eventually just rewound it and tried to, I said, all right, this is the last fucking hurrah. Finally got through it. It's a pretty good, decent movie besides those 3 or 4, kind of boring scenes. So definitely 9 out of 10. You should totally check it out. It is a good movie. All the action sequences are fucking amazing. The ending battle is fucking great. The part where he flips the horse and the guy goes flying off the horse, that's fucking great. So yeah. So, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, if you ever see this, you made a pretty good Hercules. Thumbs up. I'm not going to give it a double thumbs up. I'm just going to give it a thumbs up. 9 out of 10. Solid movie. Check it out. It's good. All right. But yes, check this out. All right. On to the next topic. All right. New goals for 2024. I've only got a couple of them. All right. We definitely have to hit, number one, we have to hit 3,000 by the end of next year on the main channel. So that's goal number one. Number two, we got to get to at least 2,000 on the vlog channel. We're getting there. We're getting there. Because let me check my sub count. On the main channel, we've got 2,635. So we're close to 3,000. On the vlog channel, we are at 1,433. So sometimes Fierce gains and loses subs, so that's where we are. So on the vlog channel, goal number one on the vlog channel, I would love to get to at least 2,000 by the end of next year. The second goal is to get to at least 3,000 on Fierce Man 26. Goal number three, eventually get Fierce Man 26 monetized so I could start making money not only off the vlog channel, but making money off the main channel. So that's number three. Number four, at least get to 9,000 on my TikTok. Because I've got 8,813 something. So I'm close to hitting 9,000. Not yet, though. We're getting there. So that's number four. And number five, eventually open up a merch store. The only reason why I haven't is I have a fear of that no one would buy anything. I don't think I have enough fans yet. And I love all my loyal fans. I don't know if I have enough fans that would actually want to buy. I would hate to put all that fucking time and effort into a merch store and then nobody buys anything. But tons of my friends offline and online, like Larry's told me, just fucking do it, Fears. Visions has told me. Richie's told me. I just need to get over that fucking fear and just pick a website, design some fucking merch, and just throw it up and see if people buy it or not. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's another goal. All right. Well, before I go, I told I would call Larry because Larry wanted to be on tonight's show and on the New Year's Eve show that's coming a little bit later on tonight. So let me just give Larry a little whistle, a little call, and we'll see what he has to say. And then I'm going to take off for about an hour or two and get something to eat, and then I'll be back probably at about 11:30, and everyone can watch the ball drop with Fears, and happy fucking New Year's. But the main thing I want you guys to do is two things I want you guys to do in these next couple of weeks. One, I'm begging you guys. I don't ask much from my fans. My grandmother means a lot to me, so please, if you're religious out there, send the Fears family prayers, blessings, love. And if you're not religious, just throw some good vibes to my grandma Fears because she's in a lot of pain right now. And it was the worst thing ever to watch my dad slowly but surely wither away. He was in so much pain towards the end. I remember the last time I talked to my dad's like, I'm so ready to leave, John. He goes, you have no idea. I said, Dad, I can only imagine the pain you're fucking going through. But at least I got to talk to my dad before it got really, towards the end, it really got really bad for my dad. My dad got COVID. I don't know how, because none of the family had COVID, so it must have been he got COVID from somebody, because he was on hospice too. So either somebody that was working at the hospice that my dad was in either gave him COVID, which made things fucking worse when you have prostate cancer like my dad did, or when my mom took him to the hospital, somebody at the hospital must have gave him COVID. So it was fucking terrible to see my dad wither away. And I don't want to see my grandma wither away. My grandma is 89 years old. So I would love for her, if it's her time to go. I mean, I don't want her to go, but if it is her time to go, I would rather her slip away painless and nice and peacefully. And I asked my aunt, I said, has the doctor got her on morphine? And they said, oh yeah. They said that started today. And I said, good, because morphine will help her. But I did get a chance to talk to my grandma, but whenever you're on morphine, if you guys have ever seen your family members on morphine, they get really tired and really drowsy and really sleepy because the morphine is basically supposed to kill all the pain in their body. And it does kill all the pain in their body so they can rest comfortably. But the side effect is it makes them really drowsy and sleepy. And towards the end, my dad was in and out. And whenever he was awake, he just kept saying, "I love you, John." And then my mom's name is Helen. "I love you, Helen. Tell everybody I love them." I was like, "Dad," I said, "we're not going anywhere. We love you," you know. And my mom said, Grandma's been kind of in and out. Like, she'll be awake for 2 hours, and then she'll sleep for 3 hours. And I said, "Mom," I said, "have you been at the hospital?" She goes, "Yeah." She goes, I'm gonna stay with your grandma for the next couple of days." I said, "Well, let me know." Because I said, the minute my grandma does pass away, the doctors gave her 2 weeks to live. So I said, "Mom, let me know." I said, "I'm going to call my grandma every day, and I'm going to call my mom and my aunt every day." And I said, "Keep me informed. Because if my grandma does pass away, I'm going to have to call my job and say, 'Listen, my grandma passed away. I need some bereavement time.'" Because whenever my dad died, I came home to Missouri early so I could say, one, goodbye to my dad, two, to help my mom prepare for the funeral, because my dad knew he was leaving. And I think my grandma does too. Because my mom said a few weeks ago my grandma was making out her will and all that stuff. And she's like, "Have Johnny call me." She calls me Johnny. She's called me Johnny ever since I was 3. So my mom's like, "Call Grandma." I said, "I'm going to call her." So I talked to her today. I said, "I'm going to call her." I mean, I call my grandma at least once a week, but because it's getting towards the end, I'm going to call my grandma every day. Because she said, I mean, my grandma's never said it, but me and my grandmother have always been super close. So my mom said, "Well, no one's ever said this, John." She goes, "I just feel it." She goes, "I think your grandma Fears is favorite." She goes, because I mean, she loves all the grandkids, my brother, you know, all my aunt's kids, which are my cousins. She goes, but she goes, even though she's never said it, she goes, "I sense it, John." This is what my mom said. I said, "Yeah," I said, "me and Grandma Fears, we've always been close, so I think I'm Grandma Fears' favorite." But I said, even if I'm not, I don't care. I mean, I love my grandma in general, you know? So, just if you guys could spread some prayers and some blessings, I would really appreciate that. So, it's got to be touch and go for the next couple of days. So, fingers crossed, we'll see, you know. But my grandma's been through a world of shit. She had 2 heart attacks. So far, she's a diabetic. She's had open heart surgery. So, it wouldn't surprise me if Grandma Fears lived beyond 2 weeks because she's such a strong person. So we'll just have to take one day at a time, guys. So I'll keep you guys updated. But if she does pass away, I probably won't make any content for, you know, a while because I need to go to Missouri and take care of my family and help my aunt and my grandma. I mean, I help my mom and my aunt with my grandma's funeral. So we'll just take it day by day. I'll keep you guys updated. She did eat something today. My aunt said she was feeling bad like the last couple of days, but she said she felt great today. And I was like, well, that's good. And my aunt was like, yeah, we've got her on morphine, so she has good days, bad. She goes, but today was a good day. She goes, she had a nap. She woke up and was pretty much up the entire day except for that nap. And then she goes, she got some food down her. And I said, well, listen, I said, just tell Grandma to take it easy, rest, and just try to get better, you know? So, anyway, I'm taking off, but I will see you guys back at 11 o'clock for the Fears Man Happy New Year's live stream. So, what does Fears always say? Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Fears Man 26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs, the second channel. Follow me on TikTok, Fears Man 26. And I will see you guys later. Alligator. All right, bye.